Praticamente si vanno all'uscita. Initiate out the travel so yeah, the travel so Brist you beginning dress seven eight da you to sa casa cho Cinga analize you beginning dress so he is to the dalle istruzioni vero segnale istruzioni Dene Yati segnale maietato Julian na paz is intereses Julian así sa Junecho Echalani
Nechalani ahultel sana. Good evening, salot ina edlanot. Say hi, say what's up. Tell me where you're listening from. Dogo Tnerult Aussie. Si Willis Janvier, who shit ninte las tours in La Loche, Saskatchewan. Clearwater River Dene Nation band member at the Hislu and Dunes Inage Treaty 4 territory. Noel Huntati Dana Dila. Home of the Cree Métis, Sioux Assiniboine. All beautiful indigenous people. Say hi, say what's up. Dunes Inage, I've got a guest for you. Way Jeresh Chills in Buffalo River Dene Nation. Julian Sylvestre Hulyela Salat Ondi. I don't know. Kosas Nicole Sata unit auto in Lahania Benasnila, but I'm just gonna go with it. Salot in Eliania. See. Yeah, the Dunes Inage Balyas Tiare. Listening from a Jeresh. Hey, welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody. Julian, do klein nenne ase and do healing basic another and hunting, fishing, tor lucy another Jeresh chasing zinek die sluhen nahan yondi class diunto in tailors tools now they don't let her say that's stinky fish. Man, Vasudi. But anyway, say hi, say what's up. And Julian, Dene Yati, Dene Dit, but so it'll be back and forth then as you English if you're tuning in, and Nahin Dene. Beyatir Darit Akolet Eltihot Lade Eltilonela. So be courteous of that. I know Denesano Yetiedit other Inkola. Some people, it's not their fault that they don't have it. So with that, I will bring him in and we'll get this going. Masicho, thank you for joining us.
Hey.
Hello, Julian Edlanet.
Good.
Good. I'm good. It's been a busy day. How about you? What you up to today?
Not much. It's pretty way bad here. Windy. It's nothing to do.
Nezun. Well, thank you for joining me here, Dunes. And I'll just ask you to introduce yourself for the audience here, and we'll get going.
Well, Julian Sylvestre. I'm from Dillon. I live in St. George's Hill, though. Grew up in Michelle Village. And thanks for having me tonight.
Must see Choya. I didn't know you. He said you live in St. George.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought you lived right in Dillon.
No.
You shacked up over there?
No.
Just kidding. Just bugging you. No, it's good. Thank you for joining me. I know, and I want to. I watch you on Facebook and all the things you share, and you've done a lot of things. You made a lot of changes in your life. From healing and then really taking on that Dene way of life. What was it for you that said, "Hey, I'm gonna make change in my life?
I just woke up one day and just wanted to change. I didn't want to do like my past wasn't the greatest day, so I didn't like the way I was living, and it had to change. And I just made the change and started living better, started doing stuff, and being out on the land really helped me. It really helps.
Mhm. It helps. I'm sure it makes you feel like at peace when you're out in the land, you're fishing or hunting. Eh?
Yeah, it does. It's like it's just the little things out there, It's like even there's nothing to do, you just listen to the wind or listen to what's in the bush, and it's just peaceful and just calms you down. Eh?
Mm-hmm. You know, not only is a kunel, only seeking other new.
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, I used to go out there with my grandpa and my uncles, my dad, everybody. That we always did stuff like that, even though I was growing up, and we still do that. We still hang out. We still go out there, and all the stuff we do, we still do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, during healing base seeking yanis in it is sobriety you can't see but I know today we still deal with a lot of even though in sobriety you still deal with a lot of stuff
Yeah,
and it doesn't end and gani currently like just like hearing the wind and all that stuff. It's why keep going out there? Like it just want to talk about why more about just listening to the wind, all that stuff.
it's just you keep going out there just to think to yourself and just just uh, just listen to yourself and just think about stuff and what do you want to change in your life and like it's just I just like being out there. It's really fun.
Mhm. Habad Jules is Habad Toby's half brother, so yeah, that's how we're related. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how hard is it for you to you made the change? It's been sign nana who they're like do healing basic and other don't maybe sweat so going to see on dahu and like another your mind's almost bothering you. What do you do in those days?
Well, when stuff like that bother me, I usually just call my uncles or somebody. I'll just go hang out with them, or we'll go out to the bush and do something and just go set rabbit snares. Just to keep busy. We always keep busy. Just get things off your mind. Eh?
Hmm. How far do you go out to set rabbit snares to go trap?
Well, up to where it's, my late grandpa's cabin, we go there, or just down the road, or a couple old trails that my grandpa used to have there. We still go set there and stuff.
Yeah. Dene aha don't know you.
Mm,
They teach you
no.
in Dene when they're showing you how to
Oh,
trap.
yeah, they do, but
Is it easy for you to pick up everything?
yeah, I tried it. I try.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. I know, Denedint and it's different for everybody, and I'm sure you're around it a lot, and you know,
Yeah,
it all goes together in the land.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's good. There over what was it last summer? Last summer, you're on this language conference. What was that like for you to be on a, I know a lot of the things we're going to talk about here today is you talked about there. What was it like for you to, to be even to be invited to a conference like that, to be able to share your journey with people?
Yeah, that was my first time ever doing something like that. It's like I don't usually speak out or anything, but it goes with the changes, right? Make positive changes in your life to how maybe you'll help somebody out there, if they hear your story or something, just had to do it. Thought it was right, felt good. I was nervous, but got through it.
Are you nervous right now?
Oh yeah, very.
Hey, I still get nervous. Hey, don't be nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here back here when it's all playing, and then I'm sitting here praying, hoping I do well. So don't be shy. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's good that people get to see you. You know, people watch you. I watch people all the time, and I see the good you've done. And do you get moments where you in a position where you share with people? Are you always open about your sobriety and healing?
Yeah, a little bit of being open out there about my sobriety and stuff. And if people want to come to me about learning stuff, it's like I got no problem if they want to learn, but I'm not gonna force them to do something. But I'll just give them time. Well, they'll come when they come, when they're ready.
Yeah, I like that. It's I know I share myself on Facebook or on here a lot, but I'm not always open to it. Just kind of yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
People watch you and they kind of go towards you. That's how you see it.
yeah,
When you talk about sharing, it's almost like like you said there, it's when it's the right time. Like what makes you say, okay, hey, I'm gonna share, because it's not like you're holding up a sign and I'm like, I'm on a healing journey, but like you're in a moment to say, hey, I've been through this. You'll be okay. You always get to that.
uh, I I don't know. It's just when it's the right time, you'll know it's the right time, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of people come to you and say, hey, I'm going through this. What did you do? Where did you go? Did you go? Who did you turn to?
I just like if someone came to me or when I started.
No, when people, if people ever came to you, yeah.
Well, there's a few people that came to me. I talked with them. I helped them. I told them to come hang out when they're feeling like that or something, or when they're feeling down or when they want to do something out there. They came around here and there, but they're still healing.
Hmm. It's ultimately it's up to the person to decide. If you want
Yeah,
it or not. It's not an easy thing to go through daily.
yeah,
It's you go to work for a week, I believe, and what is that like? You're out of your element. I mean, you're in a camp, you're isolated, and you're dealing with people every day. Where, I mean, at home you get to deal with uh, not many people at home, and then a lot goes through your mind.
yeah. It's just being away out there. Been working out there for a long time now, and kind of wish I had a thing going on here back home, and I'll be home, right? Like, wish there was more programs like for land-based healing and stuff, and then I'd be around, help out with that or whatever. Something to keep me home now.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's like it may change, and because I saw your Buffalo River there, the ceremony they had here today, and a lot of that stuff. You see how important it is to be home now. When you choose to live that way, you don't want to go to the oil field. The money don't matter, and
Yeah,
all that stuff. It just kind of wears off.
yeah, it does. Especially being out there for so long, it's just takes a toll on you.
Yeah, it just never ending. It seems like.
Yeah,
Yeah, and just if you want to one day, I mean, I did that for 14 years. I had the same job, and I left there. So it'll come. You know,
Yeah.
good things will come when you catch more fish and hunt more moose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, how old were you when you started hunting and when you killed your first moose?
Well, I've been hunting ever since I was a kid, but when I shot my first moose, I was about 25 years old when I shot my first moose. Yeah.
Where was that?
I was over in Hinton, Alberta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of take us through, you know, your first experience killing a moose. There's not many people that get to do that, you know. I've
Yeah.
never done.
Well, my first experience is that I only had 4 bullets with me that time, and I couldn't buy bullets that time. And that's all I went there with, and I came back with 3 moose. It was pretty good.
Why didn't you why didn't you only had 4?
Well, I didn't have my FAC at the time. You needed that to buy bullets, eh? So
Yeah.
that's all I had, and no one out there with us had any. So
Who did you go with?
I went with my dad, and
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
And you never they couldn't buy any either.
What's that?
They couldn't buy any either.
No, they didn't. My dad had his FAC, but it was expired, so he couldn't buy bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the trip so that you could shoot your first moose?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Did you kill all 3?
No, my dad got one. I got one, and my dad's friend got the other with the same bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool. Native problems, he said. And someone asked if you got any dry meat.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, save me some. I'm coming there next week.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll be in Dillon next week. Yeah.
All right. It's frozen, but you got to cut it up yourself. Eh? Dry.
Okay. I'll get someone to hook me up there. You know.
All right. I'll hook you up.
Yeah. You know,
I just
you
got. Oh, sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just got a moose here about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I seen that.
So
Where did you go for that?
I was going to Michelle Village for a drive, and happened to meet up with one just on my drive over there.
Yeah. You always carry a gun with you?
When I'm going somewhere, yeah. Not to the city though. When I'm going in the bush.
But you live in the bush, so you must have it all the time.
Not around town. When I'm going in the bush, I go there.
Yeah, you know, that's good. You're able to have that you know, a luxury, I guess. It can be a luxury to some people, but you know, to be able to go out in your backyard and be able to shoot a moose and provide for your family, you know. And I want to go to this comment from Jamie too, and it kind of ties into you know, what you mentioned about land-based healing and trapping and hunting and fishing is so important for our culture nowadays. The schools aren't teaching our young ones to live off the land. It's on us that we have to teach our young ones so they can teach their young ones in the future. You know, in the future, do you see something you doing like that?
Yeah, if the opportunity came up, I would definitely go for it to teach the younger generation about stuff like that. And it's pretty important to being out here, especially way up north, and the stuff you need to know, right?
Yeah, you know, and do you see? I mean, you've gone through your adversities and troubles, and you made the decision, you know, to live in a path on the red road, and you see that in the youth now that maybe you see yourself in some of the young people today, you know, that might need some direction.
Yeah, I see some people out there that may need some direction later down the line, but that's nothing I can do right now till they're ready to face that challenge down the road, eh?
Hmm. But and it comes to it's like a teacher, right? Like you go, you show up, you teach.
Yeah,
You don't want to do that, but it's always having an impact. That's bigger than two of us in what you do, and maybe planting a seed, and showing the way. Because for myself, I mean, I don't do the stuff you do now, but as a kid, I still remember, and I
hmm,
remember how to trap, and it's still there, even though I don't get to use it, right? So,
yeah,
that's kind of where I was thinking about helping out any way you can with the youth.
yeah, yeah. If there's any way to help out with the youth, I definitely take the opportunity to do that.
Maybe it can create a culture day or something for the youth that you can propose to the new council. That's something. Hey,
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, to do that if I find ways to look into that.
yeah, you just got to put it on paper, man.
Yeah,
Maybe they're watching right now, and we can just come up with these ideas. So if you got any ideas, throw them out there, and it'll happen.
yeah,
So, what are
they'll
some
have
of
it.
the ideas that you think would be good for the youth of Buffalo River Dene Nation?
Oh, you're waiting for the comments or
No,
me?
I'm asking you, what are some of the
Oh,
ideas? What are some ideas that you have that would be good for youth to do in land based
it's
learning?
just like maybe go stay out in the bush for a week or even a couple of days, just doing stuff like just setting snares or could make moose hide and stuff, moose hide tanning. I did a few of those last summer. It was really good, it really helps with a lot of things. And I didn't even know how to do that when I first started, but I just asked around, asked the elders how you do this and that, and talked with them, and they shared their stories of how they do it. And their stories really helped and stuff.
That's good. Do they share a lot of stories with you about the old days and all that stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of stories out there.
What is one of those stories that always kind of sticks out to you that you share with people?
Ah, there's I don't know. There's so much stories right now. Um, I don't know. There's just so much stories right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Subsistence living is very important to teach, especially with how the world is these days. Who knows what is coming, and we have thrived before and through teaching and learning, keep up the traditions. Yeah. Making moccasins. Maybe I can get into making moccasins and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I never made moccasins, but I would love to learn. It's
Yeah, yeah.
something I could use later down the line.
You're always willing to learn anything, eh, Julian?
Yeah.
You should have a land-based culture camp and teach our youth. I'm sure they would be happy to learn from a young person. And this is not, I'm pretty sure, the school has a program like this, but it's not a take away from what the school is doing, but to create something more than, from
Hmm.
outside the school on the weekends or in the evenings, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, like bow making and traditional archery, and just it's good that the people are commenting all this stuff, and to show, you kind of work together and things happen.
Hmm.
Cultural days, and I understand there is a sweat that happens on your nation there, and Do you take part in ceremonies like that?
Yeah, especially when stuff start to bother me when there's a sweat going on. I usually go and we go into the sweat ceremony, and it really helps with your mind and body too. It was really good.
Yeah, it's a good reset, you know. We was supposed to go there, but kind of got busy with the conference. But you know, one day I'll make it there.
Yeah, it usually happens in the evening, so
Yeah.
pretty. Maybe I think there might be one during that conference if you want to go. It's up to you.
Are you gonna be there or what?
The eight. I'll be there on the 20th.
The 20th Child Tax Day. That's
Yeah, I gotta
convenient.
go to Montreal Lake on the 19th, so we'll be around that day.
Oh yeah, there's one. The fishing derby is in La Loche too that day. Otherwise, I would have went to Montreal Lake.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe I'll go to Montreal Lake. But you know, getting back, you know, you do all this stuff and healing, and you've always had hunting and fishing a part of you, and you know how important is to do all that, you know, for your identity as a Dene Suhline ne Leonard U a deal now, and to know who you are. You know, a lot of times we struggle with who we are. Is it how important is it to you to keep doing these things to keep your spirit
it,
strong?
yeah. It's very important to know who you are and where you come from. You've gotta. You hear about all these traditions that ancestors used to do and the stuff they did. You know, it just makes you want to try the stuff they did and do the stuff they do still. And it's pretty good to know where we come from when you find all that stuff out. You know.
Yeah, you know, I always listen to elders share stories anytime, you know, I get the chance to. And Dylan is very interesting in how, you know, back in the day they said there was hundreds and thousands of buffaloes around, and that's how it got its name and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's. I heard that story too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's how our grandfathers got separated. They said one took off on one buffalo and one took off on the other.
Could be true.
I'm just kidding. I made that one up, but yeah, it could be true. You never know. Eh?
Yeah.
Back in the day, they were doing crazy things that I won't get into, but you know, and that's something, you know, that maybe you know, one of these projects we're going to be doing, and hopefully it goes through, but is to record elders on your nation, you know, and to do that stuff too. That might be something that interests you to preserve. You know, you already do the hunting and fishing. You know, now preserving all the stuff from the elders. That might be some that interests you, maybe.
Yeah, it would love to do that. It would be really good.
Yeah. Nezu, nezu. They recently found a buffalo skull on the river bed by the mouth of the river. Oh, that's pretty cool. You see, that's something that you know, for myself, that I was just that curiosity. I always try to keep it going and keep doing stuff. So, you know, Julian, doing Zinnik, it's about all I got for you. If there's anything that you want to add to this, I will leave it open for you and we'll finish her off.
I'm good. Just thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, well, hey, thanks for doing this. You know, I know it's a little tough to sit in front of your friends and family, but it gets
Yeah,
easier. You know, you did good.
yeah, it does. It'll make you stronger.
Yeah. Nezu. Eitamasi chonerusio and nether de lanayautia.
Okay.
Alrighty, Selot Inakui, Julian Sylvestre Adila. Jerace Chills in Buffalo River Dene Nation. He's wiping the sweat off his forehead right now, and he did good. You know, it takes a lot of courage to do what he did. You know, Dene Gode, you know, I don't know how much younger he is. Athneth Gode. he decided kuta hennila nantu dene nandu hasnars ila untua nelu. Toen klein nena aze. And then nantu nalzeu suea hunting and fishing jethet dao. I know it first time her curl. I might be in my fishing shack, Henny. Said, no, you're gonna be at home where you got good internet. But good for him, Nezu and Usig and other. It's really good to see Denesha Kont U Yagaden El Tao on Usig and other. It's very important. And he made some good points where when someone is ready, it'll be their time. So Ita Masi Chro Nahusiu doing Zinege, and be able to do this again. It's been about a week. I'm down to episode a week, but it's all good. I'm gonna have another one this week. I'm gonna line them up because I messaged someone today doing Zinige way at 10 nanos and they haven't replied to me. Put me on red. But anyways, Masi Chona Hosio doing Zinige no Baral Yaole Te Hu Tezu. Maybe Gabin Dana no how you know us tia. Si Willis Janvier Hushe Ninte last tours in La Loche, Saskatchewan, Clearwater River Dene Nation band member Heslio and Dunzinega Treaty Ford territorials home of the Cree Métis, Sioux, Assiniboine, Dakotas, Lakotas, all beautiful indigenous people, all my cousins in Dillon. Have some dry meat next week. Bye bye.